Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is your Arsenal preview, another pre-season game, our next one, and the first one of the USA tour. And of course, a bit of transfer news as well, a bit of an update on Wan-Bissaka and Matthias de Ligt. But you have to, of course, do that. I do appreciate the support. Subscribe to the channel, drop a like, and let me know in the comments what you think of Manchester United's transfer business thus far. So, let's stick to the transfer business. So, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, as of course West Ham were interested in him, and I say were because it has been reported that he has rejected any offers from West Ham because he favors a move to Inter Milan, who is interested in him as well, and Galatasaray from Turkey. Now, of course, I've made a case for Wan-Bissaka and said that I don't think we should be selling our best 1v1 defender. And of course, he gives you a different option for certain games, for certain players. When you need someone to man mark in the defense, Wan-Bissaka is someone that can do that. We've known he's done it against the likes of Doku, the likes of Mohamed Salah, etc. You can just put the names out there. But for us to be wanting to sell him and bring in someone like Denzel Dumfries, who has been said by David Ornstein to be the idea of a swap deal with Inter Milan, and that could be why Wan-Bissaka is perhaps interested in that move rather than going to West Ham. I do feel that it will be a downgrade if we get someone like Denzel Dumfries, because basically Delo would be first choice, and him being quite adept at being defensive when he needs to be, but being a very, very good right back going forward and a modern day right back, Dumfries would be the second choice. And Dumfries defensively is not as good as Wan-Bissaka. So why would we want to let go of Wan-Bissaka, who going forward has shown that he can do the job, has played quite well when going forward for Manchester United under Erik ten Hag. And defensively, we know his capabilities, we know his quality. So why would we want to put ourselves in a position, in downgrading a position, rather than focusing on the left back situation, which in my opinion needs more attention, and of course the midfield and another centre back. And that being said, I spoke about Matthias de Ligt, and it has been reported that Bayern Munich still want to do a deal with Manchester United, but the teams are quite far apart in their valuation of Matthias de Ligt. But I do think that the deal is kind of stalling, so to say, because we need to let go of either Maguire or Lindelof at centre back before we can even look of bringing in another centre back. So there is still a lot of transfer business that Manchester United will do. Ineos will continue to still try and strengthen the squad, and of course get rid of the players that we can get rid of. One, because we need to sell players, and two, because we need to replace those players with better players to have a much stronger squad for the season that is coming. And knowing that we still need to get two midfielders in my opinion, of course, one defensive and perhaps another number 8, and we do need another centre back. Hence why we are still looking at a Matthias de Ligt. And at left back, we are looking at the likes of David Hanko, who can also play left centre back if needed for Martinez to need a rest, or if he does get injured, because he has been injured quite a bit, and I'm not too sure if he's going to be fully fit for the entire season. But if he does and is able to be fit for the entire season, that is a huge bonus for Manchester United. Now, of course, with us playing Arsenal Sunday night, early Monday morning, depending on where you are in the world, they are playing in LA. It is quite hot, so there's going to be a lot of rotation in terms of players on the pitch. But it will be interesting to see how Ten Hag does set up the team and which players he mixes with who, because these type of games is against a Premier League club first of all. Liverpool will be the last one we play on this USA tour with Real Betis in between. But we need to be mindful of the fact that it's all about match fitness. It's about getting sharper, getting fitter, being more alert. And of course, when needed, certain tactics can be worked upon. Certain relationships and connections and link-ups within the players can be worked upon as well, because that will make us be much better for the season that is to come. But on the other hand, you also don't want to pay much attention to these types of games, because certain players will treat it like a preseason friendly, and they will rather put all their efforts in a competitive game, which is our first one in the Community Shield. So the way Ten Hag will set the team up, in my opinion, he'd probably want to go with a team from the beginning that's able to execute his instructions as best as they can. So we probably will start with quite a strong team. And whoever he puts in the team, there's quite a few first team players that are available. But I think he will go as strong as possible at the beginning. And then we'll be able to see, can we play out from the back according to instruction? Can we defend properly in certain spaces? Can we try and press the way we need to press in order to win the ball in high areas? Can we play a high line against a team like Arsenal, who will want to have much of possession, just like we want to have much possession? So it's going to be an interesting game in the first and the second half, but the result is not what matters. It's what we see in the game by the way the team plays, offensively and defensively. And of course, we need to focus on certain players who, one, need to try and stake a claim for a place in the starting 11, but there are also those players who want to, from the academy, and of course those that are not in the starting 11, maybe try and push for a place in the starting 11 whenever they get the chance to do so. So there's a few things to look at, but the result must not be important. Do not focus on the factor if we lose this game, because results are pointless. It's the things that I've spoken about before that we need to focus on. But of course, I'm going to be watching the game. I hope that you are too. Enjoy it wherever you are in the world. But of course, thank you for joining me in today's video. A bit of a short one, but it's simply because you're not going to put a lot of detail and attention on these types of games, as I said before. But subscribe to the channel, drop a like, of course, and comment in the section below what you think of Manchester United thus far in this transfer window, and what you think the expectation might be for this season and for Erik ten Hag and the team. Thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful weekend, Red Devils. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. If you want more content on Manchester United, like, share and subscribe.